Hello guys. Below. Wait a second. Okay, I wasn't too comfortable in the chair. Now I am. Below guys, how are we doing today? Also, oh my god, I need to stretch because my shoulders are really tense.
Have a seat. You'll always be at ease in my room, no matter the time.
Okay, thank you, Whistled. Oh my god, I don't know if you guys could hear me yawn just now. Let me just collect all this real quick.
Hmm?
Oh yeah, this. Yeah, so, oh my god, my hands are so cold today. It's not even cold. I went out for lunch like an hour ago. It was motherfucking hot. I was sweating. But for some reason in my room it's really cold. And my hands kind of hurt. They're kind of sore for some reason. Maybe it is the cold.
Kids.
Also, perhaps, what is new here? Okay, I don't have Mercuria, but I don't really feel like pulling for her either way. Because I'm waiting for Kiparina. And yeah, I wasn't playing as much when 2.0 released, so yeah. I don't have her, I don't have Joe, I also don't have Argus. Can you guys believe that? I have Tuesday because I lost 50-50, but not Argus. That's crazy. Also, what's... I think I asked, what's this? Not next. Let's stream. And also I've been farming the... Also, let me just clear the hard mode really quick. Because I forget to do this. I do. And I shouldn't. I shouldn't be forgetting. I also need to do like Limbo and the other Limbo thing that was released recently. And then I think we can start Hisabeth's Characters 3.
A fragment of truth. Brought you the armor of the forge. I will be watching you. Just like the prophecies of the world. Do you feel ready to discuss it? Don't worry. Close your legs. I'll be right here. Penetrate. Cradle. A priceless secret. Good timing. All in moderation. Advice from the forest. Great. Now back. here's another one. Huh. Very well. Oh, be careful.
Go. Damage.
Stay away from me. This
Loading. Charging. The light that illuminates all.
Oh, be careful.
Destroy them.
Battles have little meaning, save for
Oh my god, my beast team is so chopped.
Which of these darlings shall we attend to first? There, start and break.
aim and shoot.
Do you have a little faith in me, Master? That's not really the best you have to
Damn
offer.
Charging. Loading.
The bones will tell.
Target confirmed.
Please,
The light that illuminates all.
there, start and break.
Charging.
Music will speak.
Faraday's miracle.
Finally, it's just you and me, Master.
Your request has been heard.
Loading.
Music will speak.
Stay back, I say.
Target confirmed.
Pardon me.
Under attack. Charging. Loading. Faraday's miracle. Aim and shoot.
Do you have a little faith in me, Master?
Go. Damage. Charging.
Perfect time, Master.
Eliminate target.
There, start and break.
I, robot, child of science.
Sweet dreams.
And now, to return to my...
Okay, I think we're halfway through the hard mode. I'll finish it like later when I'm not streaming, cause this is boring as fuck. Also I've done a little bit of this. I got a few of the things, but I'll also like do the rest later. But oh my god, I've been low-key putting off playing Gap Month. Oh, it's Gap Month, not year. I'll have to edit this. Holy fuck. But whatever. Oh my god. She looks so cute! My baby! Oh my god. I've been putting it off because I know that after this, I'll probably stream Kiparina's character story as well. But yeah, I don't know what to do after that. So we'll see. But oh my god. Okay. We have 8. I think it's like the average duration for the things. So also what's this? Okay. I think I'm going to do this now, because I really don't know how to do anything here. What the Sigma? Uh-huh.
Our minds are as one.
Awesome. What's this? Huh? Okay,
Never alone,
whatever.
rarely outnumbered.
Uh,
The show's on, hounds.
me because I don't know what the Sigma I'm doing.
Del tiempo. Time waits for no one, even for a great good. A truly villainous moment. This could have been seriously quick. You'd better think twice. The plan failed. I will remember your sacrifice.
No, wait.
I admire your courage.
Discoveries are measured in increments. Camino at Candy. Never alone and rarely outnumbered.
Hard scale.
En la acumulación de laberintos, suéltalo todo una vez más. Let's make it into something a bit more useful. You'd better think twice. Our minds are as one. Plan A. Climb a book. Más allá del concepto mundano del tipo. The show's on, hounds. The stars are within your reach. The stars are within your reach. Do I have to do this? Time waits for no one, even for a great good. Hey, don't interrupt me. Leave me alone.
Oh my. What the Sigma? Gah.
I will remember your sacrifice. El camino a Dios. Candy.
I admire your courage.
For you, Emperor. En la acumulación de laberintos, suéltalo todo una vez más. 3, 2, 1, down. Keep up the pace. Discoveries are measured in increments. Climb aboard and prepare to meet your maker.
Wait a second. Can I?
Climb aboard and discoveries are measured in increments. The show's on, hounds.
The
Our minds are as one. Time waits for no one, even for a great good. The stars are within your reach. Time waits for no one, even for a great good. Let's accept this big jump in distant relations. are measured. Discoveries are measured. A camino. Climb aboard and prepare to meet your maker. Science. To a brighter future for everyone. En la acumulación de laberintos, suéltalo todo una vez más. The stars are within their reach. Leave me alone.
Got it.
Discoveries are measured in increments. Discoveries are measured in increments. Climb aboard and prepare to meet your maker. Science. Más allá del concepto mundano del tiempo. I will remember. Never alone and rarely outnumbered. To a brighter future for everyone. To a brighter future for everyone. The stars are within your reach. Work, I take it. Our minds are as one.
Wait a second.
The camino. Climb aboard and our minds are
Wait.
as one. Climb aboard and discoveries are measured. The camino at the end. Discoveries are measured in increments. Discoveries are measured in increments. En todos los momentos. The stars are within your reach. En la acumulación de laberintos, suéltalo todo una vez más. A truly villainous moment. Discoveries are measured in increments. Discoveries are measured in increments.
No, wait.
Climb aboard and prepare to meet your maker. Science. Discoveries are measured in increments. Más allá del concepto mundano de never alone and rarely outnumbered.
I admire your courage.
To a brighter future for everyone. The stars are within your reach. En la acumulación de laberintos, suéltalo todo una vez más. Nuestro aliado es la verdad. Devour it all. Keep up the pace. You'd better think twice. Discoveries are measured in increments. Discoveries are a camino. Climb aboard and prepare to meet your maker. Science. The show's on, Hound. Candy. En la acumulación de laberintos, suéltalo todo una vez más. En la acumulación de laberintos, suéltalo todo una vez más. The stars are within your reach. Time waits for no, even for a great feat. 3, 2, 1, down. Discoveries are measured in increments. Climb aboard. Discoveries are measured in increments. Never alone and rarely outnumbered. En todos los momentos. The stars are within your reach. We picked up this big jump in this simulation. Do I have to do this? The show's on. Climb aboard. Discoveries are a camino at gloom. Candy. Time waits for no, even for a great feat.
Okay, finally. Oh my god.
Whew, that one's smooth.
Okay, so we can start finally. Well, yeah, that's it. Let's go. An unexpected visitor.
It does seem that.
Oh, you're here. Perfect. I have something to tell you. My transfer request finally went through. Her formal announcement doesn't receive the reaction she expects, but Isabeth's excitement is enough for her to overlook the confusion in her colleagues' eyes. This is the best news I've heard all week. I thought they wouldn't get back to me for months. Good thing I didn't wait that long to start clearing up my work. Why are you looking at me like that?
So,
You mean you're leaving our project? Also, oh my god, I've seen like friends comment on this girl, this NPC, before on Discord and on Twitter, and oh my god, she really is really pretty. I hope to hear more of her voice throughout this character story.
About that.
Relax, I'll handle everything. It won't have any effects on the research, no? As the storm clouds gather over her colleague's face, the perceptive Melusine stammers out a compromise.
You know what?
I can finish all my work in 3 days, don't worry. I can even rebook the ticket a few days sooner. That way... Do things really have to end like this? Also, oh my god, this was... Oh my god, I really liked this, this animation. Prismagreen is known for her dramatic reactions. Still, the tremble in her voice catches Isabeth off guard. 3 days is tight already. I still need time to wrap the buffer material around my biosphere. Ah, Sava, your call. What's our time frame? If something happened between us that made you want to leave, you could have just told me.
What would that do?
I thought we were getting along swimmingly. We were co-first authors on that paper last month. As far as Laplace is concerned, shared authorship is thicker than blood. N'est-ce pas? I just don't understand, darling. Are you... Girl, okay, I see. If nothing's wrong, I mean, if there isn't any bad blood, why would you just up and leave us? Because I found a project I'm even more excited about. I've got to say, the direction is amazing. That's why I wanted to tell you right away. Sylvie, darling, you... Oh, my words fail me. How am I supposed to pour out all the sorrow you've poured into my heart? Aren't you happy for me? The sincerity and confusion in those slit pupils throw Prisma Green into a brief moment of self-doubt amidst her pantomime sorrow. Maybe she really did just want to share her good news.
I'm so sorry.
I can see why you were so upset. It sounds like it really came out of the blue. Upset? It felt like someone yanked open my coat on a freezing night and started shoveling snow down my neck. Expecting Hisabeth to act with another's feelings in mind is a lost cause. If you want to keep her around longer, just give her extra tasks. That's more her style anyway. Still, when a coworker you got along with suddenly tells you she's leaving, after already filing the paperwork.
Oh dear.
It was just so cold. I couldn't help but be shocked. It hurt. Kipperina can't help but nod, preemptively heartbroken at the thought of being abandoned like that herself. It's Hisabeth. It's well within the parameters of her behavior. She'd slap on a dive helmet and leap into the Mariana Trench if a new project caught her interest down there. In a way, she did try to consider your feelings. She just used the wrong formula to figure them out. Does that make you feel any better?
Dear.
Thank you. That's heartwarming. But I know she'd never make that kind of mistake with her actual work. I thought I heard my name. Guess we chose the right time to get up. That batch of reports from last night nearly did me in. It's not easy to run into an unfamiliar face in Plesetsk, especially not one that feels halfway familiar. Did you come with the latest delivery from Laplace? Oh, my darling Sylvie, my icy little cornichon. How long has it been? Okay, girl, I see you. The sudden warm hug earns a confused look from the sleep-deprived researcher. Sylvie? Yeah, it's been a while. Still, I see Time has rusted over memory as she tries to spit out a name. It's familiar, right on the tip of her tongue. Oh no, it can't be, can it? You've forgotten me? That's just cruel. Forgot? No, we've worked together just before I transferred to Plesetsk. Your name is...
Okay.
You know, I just woke up. Sometimes it takes a second. Any second. Luckily, one of her less forgetful siblings jumps in. Camille, we'd never forget our most beloved, erudite, and passionate friend. Did you ever get around to finishing the Invisible River between experiments? I'm dying to talk about it with you. The little snake peeks out from Hisabeth's hair and gently curls around the visitor's wrist. Oh, why thank you, Estelle. I feel so much better now. Whatever I would do without you. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Estelle sent a letter to someone in one of the main story trails. I think it was addressed to someone named Camille, so I assume it was her. That's cool. Camille. Oh, yes, yeah, definitely. Of course, Camille. It's so good to see you again. I don't even know what there is left to say to you, my cold little cornichon. I thought we were friends. More than friends. Colleagues. Okay. Okay, girl. I see you. Was it not oh my god. Was it not I that was here for you when you first arrived at Laplace HQ? I that helped you during your first project. I came all the way to the Arctic just to see you. And you can't even remember my name. Okay, girl. First Wallawa situationship I see. A close friend. Hisabeth couldn't have truly forgotten her colleague. Not her face, certainly. Back when she had first joined the LSCC, it was Camille who first helped her sign the contract. Here's your contract. Standard clauses, but I recommend giving it a proper read. Researcher Hisabeth, you're a Melusine? That's quite rare.
About that.
My parents say I'm Melusine-blooded, though honestly, it seems to me we are something closer to a Medusa. Ultimately, I decided to just go along with it. They had already filled out the forms before any of us could write. I think Melusine sounds much sweeter than a Medusa. There's a legend that Melusines turn into serpents every Saturday. Do you do that? You've actually heard the legend before? Do you have a favorite version?
Of course.
Of course, my dear. There are indeed so many versions, but my preference is for the one that centers on the water nymph Priscina. As I recall, she agreed to marry a human king under one condition. He must never watch her give birth. However, as men so often do, the king broke his vow, and Priscina, ever true to her word, vanished without a trace, leaving behind her their 3 daughters, one of whom was the very first Melusine. Their mother, as a final act of cruelty and vengeance, cursed their children to transform into serpents each Saturday. Later on, Melusine herself fell in love with another human man. She offered him riches and power, but like her mother, she too had a condition. Every Saturday, he was to draw her a bath and then leave her alone from sunrise to sunset. This guy didn't live up to his vow either, did he? These stories can be so predictable, n'est-ce pas? You're so very right. These tales always seem to follow the same script.
I think that...
The intention is a kind of moral lesson. A warning against the nature of human curiosity, always stubbornly breaching boundaries and prying into forbidden secrets, and the supernatural punishment that follows. Dull and dated, I admit, thematically on brand for its era. Hey, that interpretation seems a little anthropocentric, don't you think? Who said that? The interruption of the second voice paints her face with a strange and sudden confusion, made even more vivid when a third chimes in.
So,
Do I sign here? Incredible! Do these little snakes have independent consciousness? I'm glad my siblings didn't startle you. So I'll just sign here then? Oh, yes, here on page 7, and the last page as well. Page 7. Got it. Give me a sec. What a fascinating species. Anyway, allow me to introduce myself again. I'm Prisma Green. I'll be your project lead, though I'd prefer you to think of us as colleagues. It's so rare to find someone with real cultural literacy here. At Laplace, it's something far rarer than mere scientific brilliance. Glad you think so, but I'm not really the mythology fan in my family. You're looking for my sister. The mentioned snake pokes her head out from Hisabeth's sleeve. That would be me, Estelle. Pleased to meet you. I was just reading the contract and overheard your conversation. I didn't mean to interrupt.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Estelle, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize. The project lead blinks. shifting her eyes down to scan her new colleagues' personal files again, attempting to make some sense of things. So in total, you're 9. There's 8 of us and 1 of her, but don't be fooled. I'm number 1 around here. She's only number 2.
Don't call me by my number.
We know, we promise to respect our little cornichon. The discordant snake entourage begins to overwhelm Prisma Green, but they're quick to adjust. Why don't we get back to the subject at hand? As I was just saying, it's a human-centric perspective. Why does no one ever try seeing things from Melusine's point of view? Probably because Melusines don't write many academic papers. Hisabeth is forced to defend herself, or at least her legacy.
In fact,
I've written plenty of papers on behalf of my kind, thank you very much, and they've been published, no less. We know that, but just because you're a genius when it comes to aerospace materials doesn't mean you know jack about literary theory. Don't be so negative. Thank you. Maybe one day I'll write a story all about aerospace engineering, then we'll see who's laughing. They're so funny. They're so funny! Oh my. You've always been my favorite, my dear little Estelle. Much nicer than some of your siblings. Fine. It seems I must reintroduce myself. Perhaps this will ring a bell, researcher Hisabeth. Back when you joined the Laplace HQ, you were a part of the fireproofing serpentine ceramic insulation project. The project details, like a sponge soaked in cleaner, wipe away the blur that had clouded her memory.
oh, I've got it.
Prisma Green. Oh, I'm so sorry. How could I forget you? I do believe I've never met anyone whose arcane skills were more perfectly suited to testing materials than yours. You have no idea how much I've missed you. Since I got here, I still talk about you with Pointer all the time. How has that experiment progressed since? I haven't seen any new papers. I was actually thinking of writing to ask. Her sudden burst of friendly, effortless questions fills the room with an odd warmth, leaving her colleagues puzzling at her. My cold little cornichon, I'd be happier if you remembered me for more than just my arcane skills.
In fact,
That is the highest compliment I can give. Their conversation once again veers entirely off track. Thankfully, someone else chimes in. Miss Prisma Green, I'm sure you've come all this way to the Plastics branch for an important reason, right? Oh, absolutely. Something very important indeed.
Look at this.
Darling, have you given any thought to switching projects again? I love her little eye sparkle sprite. It is so cute. Oh my god. This game has the most charming NPCs. I love them. Resort. Also, let me take a sip of water. Prisma Green delivers her invitation with the exact type of direct and forward sensibility she knows appeals to her colleague, yet somehow Hisabeth manages to slip around it.
what do you mean?
A new project? What happened to your old one? Is that why you haven't published? Don't tell me it fell apart after I left. It was in great shape back then. Of course not. The project is thriving. We found a completely new direction, super low temperature materials. I do believe our future in that field is as bright as the diamond beaches of Reykjavik. I've applied for everything I'd need: staff, funding, labs, equipment, test samples, even vacation time and bonuses. In fact, our funding is very tight, so I do wish we had that here. I even had to spring for the runium for our teleport discs myself. Thanks for reminding me. You told me to deduct that from your own budget. Outrageous! How could Laplace leave such talent to languish without proper funding? If you get promoted and be my leader, I believe my supply application will be approved without a hitch. I'm not sure that's in my career plan, darling, but I'll try to keep it all in mind. As for why I'm here, Isn't it obvious to take a vacation? I've been told by those lovely and always considerate little busybodies in HR that I've gone 3 years without a vacation, so I won't be allowed to return to my project until I use up my leave. Luckily, just as I was flipping through travel guides, the whole awful class began buzzing about you. I really couldn't have asked for better timing. Clearly, darling, this is the work of fate. A stunning and gorgeous adventure across the far north, along with a chance to see a friend and former colleague.
Okay.
So you're here for a vacation and seeing me is just a side trip. Oh, you mustn't think that, darling. I'm no better than you are when it comes to obsessing over work. If I didn't have so much work to do, I'd be happy to show you around. I would be more than thrilled to escort Camille on her sightseeing tour. Where there aren't any sights worth seeing that wouldn't keep you away from us too long, it wouldn't be safe.
Dear.
It looks like we're star-crossed for now, but I do thank you both for the thought. Before I head out, Sylvie, tell me, will you accept my invitation? I'd be so thrilled for you to join us. Isabel flings her hand out to a nearby bowl of gingerbread, cramming them in her mouth as if to put space between the question and her answer. Unfortunately, her siblings have mouths and minds of their own.
Great.
A chance to work together again. I wouldn't dream of passing that up, Camille. It's been so long since I've had someone to talk literature with. There's no appreciation for poetry up here. No one to chat about Eliot and Pound. Sometimes I think I'd just be better off brumating. Point to her eyes, the complaining snake, musing over what emotion she ought to feel. Is it really so bad here, Isabeth? I could recite more poems to you if you'd like. Looks around. Okay, I know what the two of yous are. Oh, no, please, no. I prefer more efficient modes of communication. It doesn't matter much to me either way, only... Did you say you've gotten full funding? Naturally, darling. We're a top-tier team in the internal priority rankings. That kind of backing is dangerously tempting. Nepa, little cornichon. But Hisabeth has preemptively deployed another bite of gingerbread, offering out a strained and unclear response.
Dear.
Please, oh please, won't you consider it, Sylvie? You've already accomplished the impossible here, and all of Laplace is singing your praises. Your dream has come true. Now, with me, you could begin a brand new chapter, a new dream for us both. I can't think of a single reason for you to turn me down, darling.
Okay.
I'll hear you out. I assume you've brought the project proposal? How now? The sooner the better. I can give you an hour. If we move quickly, we could start discussing your new project in half that time. There's really no need to rush things, darling. We'll have plenty of time to get you up to speed on the project while I'm enjoying the sights here.
In fact...
Camille, I didn't say that I'd accept, only that I'd consider it, so why not tell me now? Prisma Green gives a discontented onto the table. Somewhere between mounds of fleece, scarves, and earmuffs, she finds her proposal. Very well, darling. Read through this first, then come find me. But don't forget, I'm here on a wonderful whirlwind vacation. Now, would any of you dears be so good as to tell me where I might see the aurora, or was it the ice plains? Hisabeth takes the document and leaves her colleagues, new and old, behind as they chat about directions and forecasts.
You know what, too?
Yeah, what's up? I've got a feeling you weren't really craving 3 handfuls of gingerbread. Come on, just accept the invitation, Sylvie. I don't see why you're hesitating. You don't? Camille thinks we've already reached our dreams, but we've only answered one question. All our work so far has barely even brushed the edge of the cosmos. Always on cue, Monique.
About that.
I thought we all agreed that this is our shared dream. Yes, we did, but still, shouldn't we take some time to pause and reflect? Five's right, reflection. Course correction, that's the best kind of relaxation after wrapping a project.
Okay.
You imply that a course correction is necessary. Okay, what's this? Alright, it's time for an emergency meeting. Let's go find Camille. We've got no reason to say no, so why keep slithering in circles about it? Hiss. Slithering, funny serpentes. One of us has to give. Estelle, either you'll convince me or I'll convince you. So be it. Once more, we enter the ring of open debate. You're all holding your ground, but in the end, agreement is inevitable. Chip away at their confidence and bring them to your side, okay? Persuasion is a many-faced beast. Swap and match the thought modules to formulate your arguments. Huh? Youch! Match 3 thought modules in a straight line to launch a persuasive argument. When their last shred of confidence breaks, the victory will be yours. Your opponent will strike back with a rebuttal after a number of rounds. Okay. Use emotion. Thought modules help steady your mind and restore confidence. Different types of thought modules shape the debate. Okay. Okay! Oh my god! Oh. Okay, oh my god. Okay. Wait a second, let me think. Okay, not too hard. This is not too hard, okay. You're always so resolute, sister. The narrow tightrope ahead of us is shrouded in an inscrutable fog. Unless we walk it blind to fate, how can we know we've made the right decision?
Just give it a try.
What the hell, sure. It's common knowledge. Nothing bridges distance faster than talking about a mutual friend.
Dear.
I must say, you seem a much better match for Sylvia than I was. She's always found fault with my poetic turns of phrase. She suggested I was too theatrical. Can you believe that? Theatrical? Me? As much as I care for her, she can be so unfeeling, wouldn't you agree? Pointer takes a moment to calculate. She's well within acceptable parameters. We have had our disagreements, but I've always found Hisabeth to be straight to the point and dedicated to her work, sometimes dangerously so.
Okay.
More's the pity, you two really are a fine match. Okay girl, are you him-a-joshing out or what? Darling, be honest with me. Do you think there's any chance she'll say yes? What? Oh my god, my game's kinda lagging. Dirt seems to have a much deeper insight into her mind than I ever had. Tell me, please, what do you think she'll do? The pause is longer this time, the computations growing even more complex. Elizabeth is highly perceptive when it comes to interpreting new data on both its costs and benefits. In this, we are very alike. My analysis would suggest that she would find any proposal on such generous terms to be enticing. But what if it is in her preferred field? Oh my god, my game can't stop lagging! Lacking any modeling to analyze this question, she offers only a very human shrug. What the snake said. Oh my god, she's so lordy, oh lord. Our meeting today has been called to discuss our possible transfer. The Laplace office in Plesetsk is offering us a role in an aerospace-related research project. Our project would be to develop teleportation discs capable of delivering supplies to spacecraft. What could be a more perfect fusion of arcanum and science? This has the potential to be exactly what we're looking for. The floor is open. Let's hear everyone's thoughts. As usual, Sefnest abstains. Anyone else? I think you're overstating things. It's only tangentially related to our targeted field. But it is related. It's just like eating a fish. You've got to go bite by bite. Her unusual metaphor fails to clarify things, and the trails. I told you those fish in the echo tank were Six's doing. It wasn't me, it was Sefnest, probably training his hunting skills again.
Okay.
All discussion of the echo tank incident can wait. Back on track, Monique's point is what I wanted to highlight. We'll begin with just working on transporting supplies into orbit, sure, but that's just the beginning. With time, we may be able to teleport people there too. A tail tip rises. The siblings pride themselves on being fully informed before taking sides. Sorry, I was out cold all last week. Would someone kindly tell me where Plesetsk is?
About that.
In simple terms, it's a little north of Moscow, give or take 500 miles. It's in the Arctic Circle. One gust and we're popsicles. Ice everywhere. Very exciting. A vivid description, irrefutable and, for many, visibly unpleasant. Elizabeth attempts to salvage Plesetsk's image. The research is all indoors, in a climate-controlled office. Sounds like Sefnest isn't a fan. The Arctic Circle sounds like an adventure. What could possibly be better? Let's wrap this up. Okay, let's see. I don't think I should think too hard about this. It's the schema? Girl, whatever. Okay. wakes from her dream, neck stiff as she looks down at the scattered project notes that fell from her hand. Clearly I need some sleep. What a weird thing to dream of now. Is it? Or maybe your subconscious is reminding you it's time for another formal vote. Usually her siblings were kind enough not to intrude into her dreams. Usually. You really are a sneak. Fine. Are we going to hold another meeting? Honestly, I don't see a reason to turn her down. You mean concerning Prisma Green's proposal?
Okay.
I admit the project files are interesting, but it's not exactly cutting-edge research. It's focused and entirely practical refinement. I think our current project's near shutdown should be added to our risk assessment. I doubt it'll be the last. Abandoning a project over a few problems isn't our way. Starlight doesn't always have to light our way, Sylvie. Sometimes we can look elsewhere. Seems like we're far from a consensus this time around. It's a position that is far from unusual for these siblings.
In fact,
Pushing for a conclusion without consensus doesn't help. Let's just unwind a little first and gather our thoughts, maybe find something to eat. I propose we delay our decision until the next meeting. The grumbling stomachs make for a quick decision, and the motion passes unanimously. When you work in a place with too few restaurants, you're bound to bump into familiar faces.
Speaking of which,
Oh, Miss Hisabeth, what a surprise. Considering the lack of quality restaurants in this area and our shared love for food, I'd hardly call it too surprising. Kidding, just kidding. It's all good, kiddo. You being here just means we can order more. This stewed beef looks good. Or is there something you wanted to try? Sure, I'd like to try the beef. If you'd like to, I mean. Then let's do that, plus one of these and a couple of those cookies I like. Thank you. Absolutely, girls. Old Yuri will make sure you leave full and happy. So, have you heard anything from Winsong? After what you've been through, I thought she'd have gotten you in another position real quick. She said the same, but I guess she received some sudden news. She said she had to go somewhere to lend a hand. So, I'm still here for now, at least until she returns. What about you? Me? I just mean, did you decide anything yet? Here's your toast and cream fish soup. Eat up, girls. Oh, it looks delicious, Mr. Yuri. Thank you. It's Old Yuri's best dish. Don't forget to dip the bread. The ever-striving little astronaut can't help but nod and follow out his suggestion. It's really good. Old Yuri walks off, satisfied with the praise. Everything's changing so fast. It's comforting when something still tastes the same. Hisabeth glances over. Caprina is gently stirring the soup, lost in thought. Changing soup flavors had been the least of her worries. Hey, maybe I can offer some emotional support? But I wasn't, thank you. She sees the quiet hope in the eyes looking back at her.
in fact,
All the stars we see are really billions of light years away. By the time we finally get to see it, the star it's from may have already collapsed. But it's still there for you to see, and its light will keep on traveling forever.
oh,
That's really kind of poetic. Maybe it is. It's almost poetic, isn't it? The light in your eyes, your memory of the star. Your very existence is someone else's legacy. So don't be too sad. You'll carry them forward just like they carried you.
I'm doing much better.
Thank you, Miss Elizabeth. I guess I'm just not used to all these changes. But I'll try my best to hold them in my memory. I know that's what they want. Elizabeth nods with some satisfaction, filing the moment away in her memory. Next time someone accuses her of being distant, she'll have solid evidence to the contrary. She turns her attention back to her soup, and Tokabrina's soft laughter scoops her up again.
But
I guess I'm just surprised to hear you say all that. I remember when you told us you were allergic to poetry. Our shared consciousness means that if I'm reading Chaucer and Tu is reading about general relativity, all 9 of us gain a measure of both. Maxime had been holding back for a while to preserve the atmosphere Hisabeth had carefully constructed. Now, it found the perfect opening and struck.
About that.
It's extremely efficient. Even Pointer is envious of our ability to analyze data so fast. Still, we have our own passions. I never really liked literature or philosophy much. Though I wasn't really being serious back then, I do like poetry. A little, in small doses. It can be an effective tool for mental training, and analyzing the layers of imagery, tone, and emotion can be useful for sharpening one's logical faculties. Ugh, Sylvie, do you really have to reduce it to a science? Poetry is the crowning glory of civilization.
In fact,
Didn't one of your favorite writers once say that one illiterate person could humble any writer? Something like that. Well, I can read, but... Oh, who was it? Eliot? Or maybe Whitman? One of them, anyway. I think he'd appreciate my point of view. However Eliot or Whitman could have reacted, it's abundantly clear someone else is not pleased right now. Ah! Oof! 8! Why did you bite her? You know why? Imbecile, did you forget that we'd all feel it? Huh? What just happened? Such sudden family conflicts are rare, and Caprina reactively began separating them from one another. In the process, she missed the perfect moment to ask her question. Yet, a hint of curiosity lingers in her mind.
speaking of which,
Will you accept Miss Prismagreen's invitation? The proof in the pudding. What pudding? Man, I want some pudding right now. I think I can make some later.
so,
Let's return to the topic of our last meeting. Do we join Prismagreen's new project or stick with our own? Again, space, stars, everything void.
sure.
I wanted to talk to you about miss anything? No. Sylvia was up all night talking with Prismagreen. I suspect you won't see either of them this morning. Thanks again, sweetheart. I'll be off now. Shall I walk you out? The snake flicks his tail, declining the offer, and vanishes through the door. I was just helping Monique feed the fish. The thoughtful girl gave a very short explanation so Pointer could understand her easily. Then, she couldn't help but murmur out the thoughts racing through her head.
Speaking of which,
If Miss Hisabeth really does decide to join Prismagreen, she'll probably take the Echo Tank with her, won't she? It's a logical deduction. I certainly won't be feeding them in her absence, King. Don't get too sentimental. Once you and Winsong are back at HQ, you'll probably see. Knowing her, I doubt she'll stay there long. Just if, confusion is genuine, Pointer decides to answer in plain terms. We'll remember. Hisabeth has never been troubled by packing. After all, she has 8 helpers.
not the best choice.
Leave that. And that too. We're only going on vacation. Oh, but I haven't finished that one yet. I'm the one that needs to lug them around. 3 books max. Sylvie, my darling sister. 5. Just 5. Come on, please. Is it just me, or are you starting to sound exactly like Prismagreen? Can I come in?
No worries.
Yeah, door is open for you anytime. Thanks, I had noticed. I was hoping to talk about those shelved research plans, but I guess this isn't the best time.
About that.
Actually, I wanted to talk to you about that too. This place is a mess. Can you grab that folder for me? The gray one. Uh-huh. So this is going to be your next pursuit.
Of course.
Given the context of aerospace applications, protective measures are obviously crucial. A good angle, but as research topic, it could use more refinement. Pointer scans the document in her hand in a series of careful and precise eye movements, putting the conversation on hold.
Be patient.
Take your time. No need to rush to think up your constructive criticism. I'm sure you'll get it to me before I leave. The word leave triggers something deep in Pointer's circuitry. Oh my god, someone's calling me. Wait a minute. Oh my god, people keep calling me when I'm busy! This just don't piss me off, but alright. The word leave triggers something deep in Pointer's circuitry. I hadn't predicted that you would go, just like that. Aren't you concerned about personality clashes? As I recall, Miss Prismagreen said you had a serious argument the last time you announced your departure.
In fact.
Oh, that. I wouldn't call it an argument. I simply didn't agree to her proposals. She has a habit of blowing things out of proportion. And the success of our research here proves that I made the right choice. Respectfully, I disagree. Of course, I can't deny our success here, but your decision was reckless. Luck and probability played a significant role in your success. I don't regret trying to talk you out of it, even if you got lucky. Has there ever been a scientific endeavor that didn't rely on a little bit of luck and probability? All that I care about is that we succeeded. That's the problem. That's entirely the problem, Hisabeth. I had hoped you'd given your decision a more sober analysis during our wind down. A gentle voice slips in between the two gradually rising ones. Ma'am? The not quite closed door creaks open again. The girl peeking in looks as if she's about to step out on a tightrope. Yeah. The door wasn't shut. Do you need any help?
No, we're fine.
The synchronized nature of their reply seems to only highlight their tension. Still, their intruder doesn't press. Would you like me to close the door?
Merci.
The click of the lock begins a long silence. Calculations and meditations on both sides seem destined to break. Take a look at this when you have time.
What's this?
What an interesting concept. I'm glad you've been keeping busy too. Hisabeth flips through eagerly, sparks flying between her eyes and the pages. Just this line alone could keep us talking for 3 days straight. But I'm leaving tomorrow, but it's cool. We can always exchange letters. What a skibbity, guys. No, please don't divorce. You guys are so beautiful. Weightless wasteland. What makes a perfect vacation? Entertainment? Depends on the person. A change of scenery? Not everyone craves that. Local delicacies? Oh yes, the more the better.
Mmm.
One more raspberry panna cotta, please, and a puff pastry chicken soup with pumpkin. I'm ever so glad to see your appetite's as strong as ever, Sylvie. The food at HQ blows the rest of the branches right out of the water. Too bad most researchers here know nothing about how to enjoy a good meal. I know I've heard they're working on making a condensed nutrition pill. What a dreadful idea, darling.
Okay.
No, I can see it being quite convenient. I just hope they remember to make it taste decent. Well, you can count me right out. I'll stick to something real. I'm tempted to go order another dessert. What do you think? None for me, but please enjoy your afternoon tea. This one's on me, remember?
Mmm.
Merci, Camille. What a fulfilling vacation. Great food and even better research. I feel amazing. So, is that it then? You really only came here for a vacation? Is something wrong?
But
It's just that you... Never mind, I'll get used to it. That experimental design you pitched last night was brilliant. You really are the perfect fit. You're joining this vacation, no matter how long it lasts, will boost our productivity tenfold. But have you decided, darling, for the sake of me, of anything, even just the puff pastry and the chefs here, won't you stay? Her earnest, heartfelt invitation pulls Hisabeth's attention back from her dessert.
in fact,
Your project is fantastic, truly. You know I'm not one for flattery. Helping out with your work here has really given me what I needed to sort out my thoughts. The praise sets the stage, her voice softens, and with it, Prisma Green's face falls. You're about to say but, aren't you? Oh no, dear, my heart's already too cracked. How could Laplace ever handle it if I went through another heartbreak? She covers her ears as a futile protest, knowing full well that she's never once managed to stop Isabelle from doing anything that she decided on. Don't be childish, Camille. I know you're listening. I'm grateful for your invitation and I truly believe in your project's future, but it's not aligned with the direction I want to pursue. I don't accept that because, well, because I don't understand. You always say that.
in fact,
This time, I don't intend to offer any opinions or suggestions. I'm letting you know my decision. You can decide for yourself whether or not you will understand. I know I shouldn't pry, but bother. So you launch a record or a spacecraft or even a person into space. What's the point of it all? Dear, the stars are just too far away. By the time our poor little eyes witness their birth, they may have already collapsed on themselves or faded away into nothing.
I just don't get it.
This is why we always find ourselves disagreeing, Prisma Green. You can't help but inject all this drama and poetry into matters of science. They both stopped mid-argument, right as it was about to crescendo. Two old friends, locking eyes, gripped by the unmistakable feeling of déjà vu. If something happened between us that made you want to leave, you could have just told me. I thought we were getting along swimmingly.
About that.
I'm just more interested in this new project. The fusion of arcanum and science, aerospace frontier applications. Every part of it speaks to our goals as a researcher. It's a fringe project. It's doubtful you have any kind of team or secure any serious funding. Dear Sylvie, you must understand. Laplace brushing it off is a sign in itself. Our serpentine ceramic paper is about to be published. Think of the real-world applications, darling. With your talent, we could go so far down this path together.
So what?
So maybe we've got a knack for making ceramic materials, but we're more than that. It doesn't need to define us. I'm proud of what we've achieved here, but I want to pursue other goals. The things that really matter to me. I know it may seem hard to accept, but my talents and my passions don't perfectly align. When it comes down to it, we've chosen to pursue what is most important to us. But what you're chasing is a life devoted to a barren, weightless void. It may seem like the future, but there's no life in it. Nothing can survive up there, darling. It's just idle curiosity and wasted effort. I just don't see how you can be so fixated on something that has no practical purpose.
In fact,
Why is curiosity not enough? Evolution preserved this instinct in us so thoroughly and powerfully that it must hold some essential meaning. Ultimately, I don't care whether you think of it as the natural drive of evolution or something as hokey as a higher calling. No one survives forever, not in space and not on Earth, Prisma Green. But before her end arrives, we're going to live on our terms. From someone of your age, some might call that a childish act of rebellion. And from someone with your tone, some might call that a snide personal attack. I'm sorry, Sylvie, I didn't mean to attack you, I just... Dear, the stars are just too far away. In ancient poems, I should be the one guiding you back into the fold. As your mentor, I have to insist, your brilliance doesn't belong in devotion to dead starlight.
I only pursue what interests me.
Then, if I know anything about literature, I have to insist on my part too. Rejecting the call if you need some poetic reason. Then, imagine me as some dust-eating serpent yearning for the sky and, beyond it, something higher still. Where did Voyager 1 end up? Where did the Golden Record go? After Earth, where else can we go? Every one of those wheres matters to me. That weightless wasteland and every star in it, they all matter to me. Oh my god, people are calling me again! Wait a second, guys. I swear to God, if someone calls me again, I'm going to flip! I'm going to flip out.
And I don't need anyone else's recognition.
Clearly, they both see in each other's eyes a shared memory. The smiles after that silence carry more than nostalgia. There's a quiet recognition that neither of them has changed. Time hasn't moved either side an inch, and with that understanding, further debate is pointless.
So,
You still think I shouldn't waste my brilliance on dead starlight? You've never quite convinced me back then, darling. If not for the idealistic glow in your eyes, I might have pushed harder. I had an idealistic glow? Really? Oh, don't fuss over glows. All I meant then, as I do now, is that you're always welcome here. I'll keep a desk open for you. Not gonna lie, when they told me that this project was getting scrapped, we did take some comfort in knowing it was there. I truly never expected you to pull it off, let alone so spectacularly. Don't sugarcoat it, you'll still think it was a big waste of time. Call me a traditionalist, dear. Still, I hope that after the first taste of glory, you'd come back down to Earth.
okay.
Too bad then. The universe is vast. The stars are beyond counting. I'll be up there looking at them for a long time coming. See? That right there? That blinding glow you get. Very well. Looks like I'm destined to drown another flood of resumes.
Dear,
In every version of the story, Melusine always repeats Prasina's fate. Maybe you've inherited more than just a talent for transmutation. The legendary Lusignan was built in a single night, but Melusine was never the architect. Over the years, I did try following your advice, thinking from a Melusine-centrism perspective. Please allow me to interrupt. I very much want to hear your Melusine-centrism literary critique.
Of course.
Of course, dear Estelle. And you too, my dear cold-hearted little cornichon. Let me interpret the legend from Melusine's point of view. A miracle is kept by one's word. That's the true core of the story. I sincerely wish you the best of luck, my dearest Sylvie.
Merci.
Merci, Camille. I hope the same for you. Though, I'm afraid this means I won't be able to promise you an open desk any longer. With your help, this project is even more popular than ever. I've got applications piling up. I have to say, that was some world-class showing off. As agreed, the family of snakes gathers once more to discuss their plans at the end of their vacation. Honestly, too, I've got nothing against chasing stars and the cutting edge of science, but does it have to be Plesetsk? Still, I must admit I'm heartbroken over it. You know how much I cared for Camille. Pointer's new research proposal really convinced me. We should be able to secure a decent budget this time, right?
About that.
I actually agree with you, Maxim. The unexpected opening line quiets the snakes for a moment. Hiss? You nearly startled free into speaking. Bien sûr, my points are always solid, but what is it that you agree with?
You know what?
I would like to revise today's agenda. If there's no immediate launch planned, I propose we relocate the Plesetsk research project back to HQ. How in the world are you going to do that, girl? Okay. Ah, got it. Hell yeah. Cognitive bias. A bit regretful, Stella is still pleased with her trip, particularly because she finally has time to discuss her favorite topic to her heart's content. Ever since humanity created literature, snakes have always been tied to curses. From the dust-eating serpent of Eden to the Epic of Gilgamesh, even the Melusine legend is like that. Sometimes this terribly anthropocentric view makes me so mad I want to give up literature altogether. You really must talk to Ulrich, my sweet little pumpkin. I remember he spent his vacation in your office recently. He's one of Laplace's most outspoken anti-anthropocentrism theorists. Really? Too bad I didn't get the chance to meet him. He was barely touching the ground those days, but more importantly, you're broom mating. Oh my god, my game lagged. Not that it's any big loss. He didn't seem like the literary type. But he might know a thing or two about fish tanks. His setup looked way better than little cornichons. Just as the snakes began to enjoy their chat, Elizabeth starts picking them up one by one, placing them back on her head.
In fact,
I will remember to write Ulrich about ecotank material compositions. Maybe he has a recommended formula. Parting brings such sorrow, my dear Sylvie. Are you really leaving again? I've prepared a gift for you. A few of your favorite snacks that I know you can never find up there. Oh, and this. My grandmother's handwritten recipe book. May you always have a healthy appetite.
merci.
That's fantastic! Would you mind if I gave it to the canteen chef? You know I don't cook much myself. As you wish, darling. My grandmother was a kind and generous woman. I'm sure she wouldn't mind. I also prepared a long poem as a farewell. Shall I recite it for you now?
In fact,
Oh? Well, I really don't have much time besides... Of course, darling, I know you're not a fan of lengthy text. Don't worry, I've prepared a condensed version just for you. Isabeth opens her mouth, but Prisma Green cuts her off with a theatrical gesture and clears her throat. Dear Sylvie, I must once again bid you a tearful farewell. I know that for my kind it's difficult to imagine life from the eyes of a Melusine. But as a friend, and I hope you'll allow me to say this, as a mentor, I offer you all my respect and support. May your talent and vision shake Laplace once more. Parfait. I appreciate you condensing it down. It's beautiful, Camille. Her overly cheerful tone breaks the slightly melancholic farewell mood and leaves Prisma Green's carefully built-up emotions crashing down. What? Oh, not the part about shaking Laplace. That's not important. We came up with a brilliant idea last night. You're going to love it.
about that.
Even if you don't, I'd still like all your respect and support. Those were your exact words just now. Huh? Yes, I did say that. For some reason, Prisma Green suddenly regrets her earlier declaration. But Elizabeth is full of enthusiasm. She is certain her friend will be a huge help. While feeding the fish in the morning, Caparina hears from Pointer that the tank's owner has officially ended her vacation and will soon resume her feeding duties. But the girl doesn't expect the path back to her friend to be completely blocked by moving boxes. Miss Elizabeth, I just heard you've come back. Is everything going smoothly? Certainement. Smooth as can be. Oh my god. My fucking game keeps lagging! Two little snakes drag a heavy box across the floor, and the kind-hearted girl steps in to offer her help. I used to carry props around all the time when I was with the circus.
Merci.
Thanks so much, Alia. Moving is a big operation. These samples and materials all need to be packed properly. If only we could move house using the teleport disc. Maybe one day. You think we could spin that into a new funding pitch? I mean proposal? If I understand you correctly, then what you're talking about was in fact our original purpose. It seems her colleague is more than happy to snuff out Elizabeth's spark of hope from the moment she walks in.
Speaking of it,
So then you're heading back to the LSCC HQ, Miss Elizabeth? That's one way to put it. Don't touch that, Maxime. That one needs special containment. No need to shout. You'll startle the others. Pointer watches the busy scene unfolding in the room and calculates the obvious conclusion. Looks like I'm not really needed here.
that's it.
In that case, I'll head back and get on with my own work. Oh, of course. I've got this all handled. Kiparina can't help but join in the moving operation, handled or not.
Please wait.
Wait, Miss Pointer! The girl catches up, still clutching a box she hadn't had time to put down. Yes? Aren't you going to do something? Like, maybe try to keep her here? You mean Hisabeth? Why would I? I just thought you two would keep working together. There's still so much unfinished work to do before the project reaches space again. There is. But Prisma Green's project is also excellent. Laplace doesn't give out top ratings lightly. Then what do you plan to do? Like with the boxes before, Kiparina feels compelled to help, even if she isn't quite sure how. Me? I intend to keep progressing our research and refining this proposal. Scanning the girl's expression, Pointer eventually comes to a more human understanding. You don't have to worry about me, Alia. I was working on this project alone long before Hisabeth came. I predict that things will slow down without her assistance, but I'm certain we will still be able to correspond from time.
Are you sure? Yes.
With intolerances, but the point is... Pointer brushes back her hair. The mechanical structure hums in precise motion, orderly, self-contained. No one can change her mind. If that's what she wants to do, she'll do it. Oh my god, this is the last one! Au revoir, cher ami. Pointer sits at her desk, going about her work as usual.
Hello?
Hello. Come in. Hisabeth surveys the room, an unreadable flicker of dissatisfaction in her gaze, leaving Pointer a bit puzzled. You haven't started, have you? What? D'accord, fine. Once I finish things up on my end, we'll help you pack too.
So,
But for now, come take a look at this. What? You've made a lot of revisions.
in fact,
Even though you never wrote back to discuss, I filled in the gaps, including the materials I showed you earlier. The slope and materials testing angle. Was this inspired by Prisma Green? This has the potential to dramatically improve our project's outcomes. Looks good, right? The Laplace review panel thinks so too. Oh my god, also I just noticed my mic was the settings were kind of messed up, so hopefully it's better now. I'm sorry, my streams are always so scuffed! Thank you, researcher Hisabeth. Don't worry, I'll make sure to list you as a corresponding author when we submit. Getting the proposal updated was a pleasant surprise. Pointer smiles contentedly as she imagines yet another well-received paper. Yet somehow her colleague doesn't seem pleased.
the corresponding author? Why?
What a skibbity! Several small snakes peek out from her hair. Pointer has seen it before, a sign of great emotional disturbance. Well, it's going to be my project after all, since you're about to transfer to Laplace HQ and join another team.
I just don't get it.
Another team? There is no other team. This is my project. Our project. The one I'm about to start working on. Her serpentine siblings flick their tongues, eager to join in before Isabeth at least realizes the crucial piece of missing context. You don't know? Incroyable! I thought they already informed you. I haven't received any information at all, so go ahead, I guess. The siblings all seem to collectively relax, falling down limply as Isabeth smiles.
About that.
After I completed our proposal, I submitted it to HQ as a brand new project. It passed the review. What is it that you think I'm packing? Our proposal? Correct. You're listed as my co-applicant. Pointer's eyes shift as she takes in, piece by piece, the information that Isabeth is relaying. We even got a collaboration invite from Prisma Green's team, secured additional funding for our joint development. It all came in within our main budget. So, you're packing because... I requested an office at HQ. We'll need to work there for a while, so to get the joint budget. They've got all the equipment there that we could ever need, but could never get all the way up here. You make an excellent argument. Aside from the part where I somehow knew none of this.
No worries.
Chill, Pointer. Knowing now is good enough. Isabeth waves her off breezily. Pointer doesn't move, doesn't speak, doesn't blink. After 10 seconds of sustained eye contact, Isabeth adjusts her tone.
Okay.
Alright. I admit I was a little irresponsible. I just thought the HQ notice would reach you before I did. I believe they likely assumed you already told me. You know, because it would be crazy not to. But then there'd be no surprise. Maybe the paper notice is still on its way. Or worse, stuck in some admin's typewriter. They usually bonded over shared complaints about Laplace bureaucracy. It's a good topic to eliminate awkward atmospheres.
So?
Anyway, co-first author is my bottom line. So you're coming, right? I even applied for your budget, your stipend, your office, and your lab. If you say no now... Well then, what else can I say? I'm in. No more discussion is needed. They shift immediately into planning the relocation, smooth and efficient as always. Their celebration dinner is smaller than intended, but no less high-spirited. Name Day is off on a mission. When Song hasn't returned, Hanjiang left a note saying he's off doing side work, and Voyager's reassignment to the HQ team just got extended again. Glad you're still here, Alia. Otherwise, it'd be just the two... It would be just... Oh my god! Otherwise, it'd just be... What? Oh my god, this sentence is making no sense to me. Otherwise, it would just be us two eating by ourselves. That'd be us 9 and Pointer, wouldn't it? It's an honor, ma'am. She's so polite! Oh my god! Baby, she's 2 apples tall. The girl lifts her glass of juice with great sincerity and clinks glasses with each of them. We first met here too, didn't we? I think we even ordered the same dishes. That's what happens when so much has happened. Time feels fast and slow all at once.
Maybe.
So then, this will be the last time we eat together here? She glances around the still oddly familiar restaurant. Despite her tone, she knows it isn't a question. If our researcher ever makes it to the flight launch phase, we'll be back. Laplace works with a lot of launch centers, but Prisma Green really likes it here. She says those snowfields and auroras feel poetic.
About that.
Considering how closely our teams are collaborating, she might find an excuse to drag us back here. I have no objections. Same here. Oh, I almost forgot. I should be offering Alia some emotional support now. Let me think. She grows serious, making an exaggerated effort to engage the unused synapses of her shared mind as the snakes whispered their suggestions. Oh my. Emotional support? Is this part of some new research project?
In fact,
Prisma Green said I'm terrible at giving emotional support to my colleagues, but I like to think I'm doing a decent job. Why are you so... Uma musume takion? Why are you so... Ah! Right, Alia? Kiparina smiles as best as she can. She hates to let others down, so she gives a stellar performance.
yes.
Thank you, Miss Isabeth. Really, I'm fine. I don't need any special comfort or encouragement. Menon, but I need more success cases. You know what they say, only samples over 30 are statistically significant. I don't know what happened last time, and I don't want to, but I suggest you stop now.
That's it.
Maybe Prisma Green was right, but you don't need to improve this part. Just accept it as a personal trait. There's no need to torture Ali over it. Isabeth looks unconvinced. Yet to head off the inevitable argument, Pointer raises her glass, shifting the mood back to a well-timed toast. Let's raise a glass to celebrate our project approval and to our next reunion.
To the end of the storm
Ah!
and to the stars.
Yeah, this was kind of awesome. What's this? Okay. First vision meeting took place when Isabeth was just 4. Topic was, at what hour should we standardize our bedtime? Oh my god, she's so funny. Okay. Oh my, alright. Okay. I think we're good with this setup. Bro, I'm locked in here. Yeah, it's over for me, guys. Oh no, I don't want to try, please. Let's collect all of this. Okay, so I saw on Twitter people voted for me to do for Dudu's anecdote. So I will be doing that, but I think I'm going to take a little break first. I'll be back in like 3 minutes. So I'll be right back. Oh my god. Wait a second. I need to refresh the page. Wait a second. If it doesn't work, I'm killing myself. Let me let's see if it works. Please work. Oh, the skibbity. Wait a second. Wait a second. Okay, so it's working now. I'll be right back. Okay, so while I was getting some water, I hopped on TikTok for a second, right? And oh my god, I saw the most scrumptious looking recipe for like some breaded zucchini thing. And bro, I hate zucchini, but that looked scrumptious. That looked awesome. I don't know if I'm ever gonna try it, but it looked pretty darn good. And okay, let's start Fatuju's anecdote. The silent grave. They've gone to the depths of the sea. Waves lapped gently at the reef, just as they always have, washing over the pristine white sands. As the sun sets, plumes of bitch. Plumes of smoke rise from the cozy homes of the islanders. The glowing sea mother's eyes, lanterns hang high above, shimmering in the dusk, all pointing the way back home. Fatutu, let's do one final check on the canoes. We don't want Toa tipping into the sea during tomorrow's race.
Leave it to me.
Toa's been rattling with excitement for days. If he falls in, I doubt it'll be the canoe's fault. Besides, brother, you'll be the one that has to dive in after him. He swims a lot faster than I do. The canoes are neatly lined up on the beach, each showing different degrees of wear. Painted and adorned by various Nukutai hands, they stand like a row of strange, silent gravestones.
Oh!
We haven't made time.
Yes.
These old ones are enough to carry all the young folks of Nukuteao, pedal out to Ititi, circle around to Miti and Vaipuna, then come back to Meli.
Is that so?
Not if you count me. By next year, I'll be old enough to paddle too. Hearing the faint mix of complaint and anticipation in his sister's voice, Kamuta falls silent for a moment as the sea breeze stirs around them.
Listen.
Fatutu, for next year's canoe race around the island, I'll build you a new boat. How about that? We'll find a tree with the straightest trunk, shape the prow just right. When the wind and waves come, you'll ride them like they're part of you.
But
Kamuta. Fatutu will have her own canoe, one that no one can catch because she'll be the fastest on the water. He paints a shining vision of a new canoe, but behind him a wave looms silently above them, as tall as a mountain, like a curtain of black. And it falls. Fatutu. Brother, Toa, where are you? Where did you go?
wait.
Wait for me, I'm coming. The sea rises and falls, and the girl's thin voice fades under the rush of waves. But no one answers. The water wraps around her with familiar weight, and Fatutu knows exactly where it's carrying her. I want to go home. I've been gone too long. Brother, Toa, are you gone now? Fatutu floats through the open sea, eyes straining toward the horizon where ocean meets sky, unbroken, unending, and has sunk beneath the waves. Gone. It's all gone. Gone. Miti, Vaipuna, Meli are islands. I shouldn't have left. Why did I leave? Her question is swallowed up like a drop lost in the ocean, without ripples, without reply. Fatutu! Wake up! Wake up! Fatutu! Seloni? Kamuta. Realizing the nightmare is over, Fatutu immediately shuts her mouth. That was another bad dream, wasn't it? Fatutu looks for words, but only nods. Seloni lifts her shell necklace, placing one shell gently against Fatutu's forehead. Fatutu lifts her own in reply and presses it to Seloni's brow. Swept into the tide, scattered by the wind, gone into the mist. Let the siren's song not lead me astray. Let nightmare's voice not steal me from my home. The shell's warning keeps me on course. Its grooves show me the path. I will return. I have returned. You taught me that song, remember? Seloni's words pull Fatutu out from the cold sea of her nightmare at last.
You mean?
That was the day you and Toa snuck out to sea and got caught in the storm, right? I wanted to pick Compassar from Ititi that day. Just one more sprig from my sea mother's eye. I didn't listen to the shell's guidance, and I talked Toa into taking me. Our canoe had barely left the shore, but the wind suddenly swept us out to sea. Toa paddled with everything he had, clutching that Compassar the whole time. Brother was holding back tears when he realized you were gone. He was so worried. Remember how you and Toa got such a scolding? For a long while after, I was terrified. Afraid that making it back had just been a dream. Afraid that maybe the ocean had taken Toa after all. So you sang to me. I will return. I have returned. Seloni, how are you doing now? I mean, since we came here, we don't live as closely as we used to. It's not an easy question to answer. Before offering each other comfort, the two friends begin to feel how small their tribe is now and how fragile. Seloni's tears fall hot on Fatutu's arm, cooling over her tense skin. Fatutu pulls her in tightly. Their shell necklaces knock together with a soft sound. I'm sorry, Fatutu. At least it's nice here. I've learned to write their language. I've been to their library. I've learned so much about the outside world. But it's nothing like what we imagined. We believe in those stories so much that we never thought to understand what was really out there. We never thought we'd leave. Even when we knew how it would all end. I miss Toa. I miss Kamuta. I miss our island, our home. Slow rivers of tears carve across Fatutu's skin, sharp with grief. She pats Seloni's back. She can do nothing else. Trying to hold back their shared sorrow is like standing against a falling wave. I'm here, Seloni. We won't lose each other again. Brother and Toa have already reached where they're meant to be. Their souls rest in the depths of the sea. They aren't truly lost. They'll always be there to watch over us. Is that true? They feel hollow, like she's not sure what to believe anymore, but they feel like the right words to say to keep her friend and her afloat.
Leave it to me.
Our home, our island, it will survive as long as we do. Sonetto! Yay! Jumps for joy. Sonetto stops quietly, a paper form in her hand signed with a small, careful writing. Timekeeper, Miss Fatutu has submitted a request. She's asking for a form of arcane skill that can put her into a peaceful sleep, or if not possible, then any medicine that might help. Medicine?
I'm not sure.
She's been plagued by nightmares. She didn't explain what they were about. Perhaps she didn't want to relive them.
I see.
I can understand her pain. Did she say anything else? No, timekeeper. She passed the form to me and left without a word. I must note that Miss Fatutu's request was written exceptionally well. By the book, really. Not many people manage to be that precise. The Foundation's forms are painfully tedious. It's nothing short of remarkable that Fatutu managed to navigate through them herself.
Alright.
I'll see what I can do to streamline the application and approval process for everyone in the suitcase. We don't need to be burdened with this kind of unnecessary paperwork.
Well,
As for our friend Fatutu, if she wants to rid herself of memories she no longer wants to revisit, then I think there might be a better way than arcane skill or medication.
it's fine.
But it'll take time. The Anatomy of Pain. Give me a remedy that sends me into slumber, or better yet, back to the good old days. No! Toa! Brother! I'm coming to save you! The storm is coming! The shell! Our island! I'm sorry. Fujita lies on the examination bed, eyes shut tight, brow furrowed, mumbling in her sleep, fighting against the weight of her dream. It's strange to see Miss Fujita look like this. I don't know if I've ever seen her so troubled. She peers through the window, watching with quiet worry. Timekeeper, it's strange. When she's awake, she never shows any sadness at all. Even when she first submitted her request, she didn't seem afraid or sad. It felt oddly clinical, like she was only asking for cough syrup. She's been so warm and kind to everyone here. She never let on about this, even as she was doing so much to help others. I suppose I just don't understand her. If she's hurting so much inside, why wouldn't she let us know?
So, is
Time-
that...
Timekeeper, could it be that she still doesn't trust us?
Well,
Asking for our help may not be her first instinct right now. The Foundation looks out for everyone. All she had to do was ask. I had hoped she would want to be friends.
trust me.
I'm sure she does, in her own way. We just need to give her more time. We'll be here for her, but she has to settle in first. Learn to feel safe. Understood. Let's hope Mesmer Jr.'s... Ah! Mesmer! Mesmer Jr.'s artificial somnambulism therapy can help Miss Fatu to recover. Yay! Mesmer! You may not want to set your expectations too high. This treatment is far from a panacea. The therapist steps out from the recovery room, pristine as ever, speaking plainly and without pretense. I evaluated this patient earlier. I had been preparing to guide her into a dream state, but before I could begin, she had already entered one of her own. It's just as you see there. But there's nothing so complex about her nightmares, nothing that requires artificial somnambulism therapy. This is nothing less than pure and unfiltered homesickness. Is there any other way to ease Miss Fatutu's pain? Ease her pain?
I reject.
As I said, you may be overestimating our capabilities, or perhaps I should say underestimating the nature of our suffering. I would never argue that artificial somnambulism therapy is anything other than a remarkable leap in science. It's helped correct behavior issues caused by the storm, paranoia, compulsions, violence, those things, yes. But it can't erase or even relieve the pain. At best, dream guiding might offer a momentary distraction from the nightmares, but it would be a false comfort, escapism. We can't rely on artificial somnambulism to save her. The rebuke leaves no room for argument.
I was not sure.
Miss Mesmer, are you saying you won't treat Fatutu? I'm saying I have no treatment suitable for her. All I can offer is some help falling asleep. I wouldn't recommend anything more than a hot bath and a cup of warm milk.
I see. Good.
She'll wake up soon. Despite what I've said, I believe she is capable of overcoming her pain, but there's nothing more I can do to help. With that, the no-nonsense therapist turns and walks away, leaving no opening for further questions. Fatutu. Her gaze lingers on the girl beside her. Then, without a word, she looks away again, quietly, unnoticed. There must be something we can do. Let me think. Some things can't be undone, like glass shattered across the floor, too broken to piece back together. Their present problem seems just as daunting. Side by side, the two lean against the wall in silence. They're searching for a way to heal something as abstract as heartache. Oh my god, like the Undertale song! Yet, suddenly, footsteps interrupt their thoughts. Light, hurried, like wind chimes jingling with urgency. Barcarola! Oh my god, my baby! I love her. She's so... oh my god. Fatutu.
No!
Where's Fatutu? Is she in there? She grabs a sleeve, then someone's hand, eyes wide with concern. Before anyone can answer, she's already flung herself toward the window, peering in at Fatutu lying on the recovery bed. She presses up to the glass. Her contraption, I love it. It's so... why is it so big? I love that she always has it with her. Fatutu, wake up! Fatutu. Miss Barcarola. Sonetto starts to step forward, but a hand reaches out to stop her. Her superior gives a slight shake of the head. Wait. I have something very important to tell you, Fatutu. Her voice reaches through. Fatutu stirs from her bed. Her eyes flutter open softly, searching for the calling voice. You're awake! Fatutu! She leaps toward her like a dolphin sailing up over sunlit waves in an irrepressible motion. Barcarola? Chiaro, who else would it be? Time to wake up. There's something far more important than sleeping to be done now. What is it? It's trade season! The trade season is just about to begin. She's so cute, guys. I'm going to cry. That is my baby daughter that I birthed myself. Then turns in the night. Light the hall. Let not the musician play in the dark. The Festival of Trade sparks a lively wave of chatter. The atmosphere shifts entirely.
Is that so?
There's a trade season here too? I never knew. Certamente. Think about it. When you used to trade your goods, they would be passed along through more trades and end up in even farther places. So, with so many goods and people moving around, It's only natural to hold a festival here. I guess that kind of makes sense. It makes complete sense for Tutu. Just think, now, of course, not every place people trade is like your island, so there aren't any ships around, but it's really very similar. The one we have here is called, She darts her hand backward. Her nimble fingers portray an obvious message in precise and desperate motions. Help! The Suitcase Trade Fair. See, yes! The Suitcase Trade Fair. What a lovely name. Simple, but with a solid musical quality. And out there, it's not just the Nukuteo trade seasons and the suitcase trade fairs. There are so many more, like the Gem Sparkle Fair, the Fruit Show Market, the Lakeside Market, the Secondhand Beach. All year round, there's always another market.
You mean?
For the whole year? Then when do you outsiders ever stop?
Oh, how
We don't.
interesting.
Everyone's always on the move from one trade season to the next, round and round.
But
That's... The island girl's eyes widen. The sights and sounds of the outside world leave her momentarily stunned. Oh my god, let me take a sip of water. I choked. That's incredible. Back home, once the trade season ended and the ships left, we stopped thinking about it entirely. We'd go back to repairing our fishing boats and keeping the pests out of the fruit trees. We'd prep our canoes for the races, sort and polish shells, or kick a ball around before the sun went down. We wouldn't think about it again until the ships returned, and then the sailors and merchants would trade our fish, fruit, and crafts for other goods. We always just waited for someone to come and trade with us. Nukutai people need time to live our lives, time to relax.
oh,
Ma certo, but the trade season is still important to the Nukutai people, isn't it?
yes.
Of course, during the trade season, we'd trade for medicine, tobacco, and dyes. Once, I traded for some little ceramic flowers that I shared with Saloni, one for each of us. And once a butterfly made of tin, but the sea air rusted it away only a few days later. The trade season has always meant a lot to the Nukutai. Kindred spirits, Barcarola lights up and clasps Fatutu's hands in hers, as if anchoring herself to a newfound certainty. And the suitcase trade fair is important too.
Oh, how interesting.
We'll have a huge festival, 2 days long, with vendors, customers, and everyone involved. Guys, oh my god. Unrelated, but she's so cute. I'm going to cry. I love her little animations. Oh my god. She's so cute. I'm going to die. Hearing this, the usually composed Soneto draws a sharp breath. That is why, Fatutu, we truly, truly need you. The passionate young musician locks eyes with her, holding such a sincere and joyful gaze that Fatutu can't help but grab her hand.
Leave it to me.
If there's anything I can help with, I'll do my best. If the suitcase trade fair is anything like the Nukuteo trade season, then it's nothing like it. The musician's energy surges into a crescendo in a tempo impossible to fully keep up with. What I mean is, we haven't got nearly enough goods to sell. We need to design our invitations, and the venue setup still needs to be figured out. When it comes to holding a trade fair, we're nowhere near as experienced as the Nukutai. But we're already moving full speed ahead with preparations, and She pats her chest with elegant pride. I intend to grace this trade fair with a musical performance, a show for the ages. Now, Fatutu, we have but one major problem. What? The flurry of energy comes crashing to a focal point. Fatutu seems unable to imagine what sort of problem there could be. We must light up the night.
Oh no.
You see, the suitcase trade fair is set to last 2 days and 1 night, but we've run into some issues because we don't have a light for the nighttime. The gifted musician is nearly as capable at improvising events as she is with music, but still trips over a sour note. Luckily, someone else is able to carry the tune.
I'm sorry.
Here's the situation. We have a researcher in the wilderness who's using our backup power for some experiments.
I think
I
so.
suspect his energy usage has gone well beyond what he noted on his official application.
Well,
And more than that, we have a woman here who depends on a steady supply of power to keep her medical devices operating. Oh, it's Cristallo! Ah, that's cute. That's cute. As you can see, we're in a predicament. The energy reserves inside the suitcase aren't quite stretched. We can provide lighting from sunset to about 10 p.m., but after that... She subtly shifts her gaze toward the musician. The bow is risen, and the stage is hers once again. After that, we'll be cast into total darkness.
what a shame.
In the dark, vendors won't see their crates, customers won't see their goods, and no one will be able to see me playing. An unspeakable tragedy, I'm sure you'll agree. Just imagining a lonely, pitch-black performance is enough for her to conjure the corner of her eyes. Hands still held tightly in the musician's delicate grip, Fututu can't help but start worrying alongside her.
Leave it to me.
I have an idea. We can make Sea Mother's eyes, just like we did on the boats. They'll stay lit all night long. If we make enough of them, they can light up the festival long after it gets dark. She reaches over to wipe away Barcarolla's tears. The gesture is natural, I'm thinking. Intimate. Okay, I know what you guys are. I'll even set up extra Sea Mother's eyes around your stage. That way, everyone will be able to see you shine like a star above the ocean as you play. Barcarolla's tears come to a sudden stop, and she looks deeply into her friend's eyes. Then, she throws her arms around her with an emotional hug, bursting into even louder sobs. Oh my. You're just... The words tumble out like notes from a melody she never quite finishes. In the end, she still can't say exactly what kind of girl this islander is. The Last Compass Grass, our guide through storms and waves. Strips of palm bark cover the ground, bundled compassar, sealed jars of animal oil, and a bitch. And a basket of clean white shells. A handcrafted windmill. Girl, are you serious? Handcrafted windmill turning in the breeze. A box of pigments ground from scorched reef rock. A nukutai. And a musician who sails with the tide. Fututu, look! She holds up a piece of tree bark to her face, peeking through the holes like a child discovering something new.
Oh,
I found one too.
fun.
Fututu finds another piece of bark, lifts it in front of her face, and speaks through the cut-out mouthhole. I look like I'm from the forest. Does that mean I'm a druid? A strange new story, an unfamiliar word, and a clumsy pronunciation. Oh,
Is that so?
you've been reading.
Yeah.
Saloni was teaching me. It's fun to read out the world's stories. I'm still learning, so I'm not very fast, but they talk about so many things I've never even heard of before. Let me take another sip of water, wait. You're doing amazing already, Fututu. She follows Fututu's instructions, untying the compassar and dipping each strand into the oil, one by one. This smell is... it's very special, I might say. Compassar has many uses. It's a medicinal herb. It helps with stomach pain, inflammation, warts. Before the ships ever came to Nukuteal, We often used it to help cure ourselves. When we first started trading with outsiders for their medicine, many of the others didn't trust it. They called it poison. They only believed in our island's herbs. But Compassar alone can't heal everything. She learned the importance of having medicine on hand many times over during her sea voyages. To the Nukutai, endurance is a virtue. If you get sick at sea, there's no shore to dock at. You can't stop. We ride out storms and waves, cast our nets, haul the catch, and return home when they're full. Even if you're hurt, you do your part. When you're back on the island, your kin will hear you.
Oh?
Have you gone through something like that?
Yes.
We were out at sea and a lightning storm hit. The whole sky turned blood red and lightning split the waves. Okay, that's scary. Everyone was soaked. The boat pitched high, and we clung to the rails with all we had so we wouldn't fall overboard. Barbarella can't help but picture it in vivid detail. She has seen how terrifying a storm could be on the open ocean, but it wasn't the relative safety of a cruise liner. I heard lightning strike a crate. It cracked open, and our challah fruits and red snappers rolled into the sea. That was the scariest trip we ever had.
Oh no.
How did you make it back?
Oh.
We simply shut our eyes and sailed through the storm. We put on a charm made from burnt compassar root. It helped keep lightning away. Barbarella runs her fingers over the root in her hand. Its twisted shape soft but dry to the touch. Before we left, we consulted the shell's guidance. It told us we'd return safely. But the shell doesn't tell you what will happen, only how it ends. When we got back, I looked at the roots. They'd turned to black ash, and the wind had carried them away. Wow. I never imagined these leafy things could be so magical. Compassar. She picks one from Barcarolla's hand. The dried plant curls slightly, its leaves dull without water. A compassar's use depends a lot on how it's grown. On Nukuteao, there are many types. The kind we use for sea mother's eyes is the most common. It needs sunlight, so we plant it in bright places. It stores up the sun's light during the day and glows in the dark. When we return from sea, the light of these sea mother's eyes leads us back to safety. The kind that wards off lightning is planted high up, in a place where it can witness lightning firsthand. That's how it learns to avoid it. We climbed to the highest cliffs on the island and scattered the seeds there. The medicinal kind, well, some we grow by the shoreline, some near fruit trees, and others have to be planted directly in the sea. She lists the growing methods one by one, but her voice sinks as she continues. These are the last compassar. The last? Yes, the very last from Nukuteao. After this, we won't plant them again. We won't grow them anymore. Her hands suddenly tremble as she holds this fading piece of home. Oh, Fatutu, but are you sure? Okay, it's lagging again. What a sigma. Can we really use these for Sea Mother's eyes? Just to light up the trade fair? Is that really okay?
Leave it to me.
Of course it is. She smiles, though it doesn't quite reach where it should. Saloni and the other Nukutai, we all agreed already. Miss Timekeeper, our friends in the suitcase, and the Foundation staff, they've all helped us so much. We want to do this. We should do this. Letting these Compasar light the Sea Mother's eyes once more is a beautiful ending for them. If we just leave them tied up in a corner, then they'll just be regular grass, not the Compasar of Nukuteao. But... She can see her friend is speaking with conviction. Miss Barcarola, the Sea Mother's eyes will light up your stage. I'm so very happy about that. Let's finish these together, okay? Just like we did on the boat. Babies, I'm going to cry. Nature's solution, like all good stories. This one has a wise druid too. Please. Please let it be Druvis. Please, I miss her. I miss my wife, Tails. Tails, I miss my wife. The night is quiet. Mike accidentally. Careful and a little hesitant. With a soft click, the door opens on its own, spilling out a warm yellow glow. She peeks her face in, almost like a dolphin bobbing her head out of the water. A figure is waiting under the lamplight, just like the story said. Calm as a tree. Wow, she's so cute, guys. Green eyes look into hers, patient, ready to listen. Pardon me, I know it's late. I worried you might already be resting. Woo! Travis! Oh my god! Tails, I miss my wife. I missed her so bad, guys. You guys have no idea. How long has it been? Oh my god. Oh my god, wait a second. I need to tweet this. Travis! Travis! Druvis! I missed... Oh my god, I can't type for shit. I missed my wife. Jumps for joy. And then a silly gif. Okay, why is it not... Girl. Okay. Jumps for joy. Oh my god. I miss her so bad. You guys have no idea. I've had for more than a year a Druvis keychain on my bag that I go run errands with. And it keeps clinking onto the other stuff and I think it's so whimsy. I might post a picture later. Because, oh my god, Druvis! Oh my god. Nightfall is the only time she could squeeze in to come visit the reclusive lady. I have a question, and it's really quite important to me, so...
I understand.
If it concerns me, I'm happy to offer what help I can. Please ask. Barcarola twists her fingers into her skirt. The hemp bunches in her hands. The druid before her holds a quiet authority. She hopes for, but also fears the answer. Miss Druvis, I wanted to know... Oh, why is she red? She's so... Are you shy, baby? Are you shy? If there is a way to transplant Compasar. Even a short rest between beats makes her heart clench. You mean you want to grow Compasar inside the suitcase? Yes, is that possible? Guys, I'm going to cry. She's so cute. Oh my god. Oh my god, she's like my Isolde too. And you guys know I don't play about Isolde. I have never. And actually, oh my god, I miss playing her. Like, I remember her character story and it was so good. It was so good! Oh my god. I'm going to cry. She's so cute. Even in my time, it was rare. It only It only grows in remote islands far away. For a short time, plants like those became madly popular. Then, not long after, really, they were replaced by pills and miracle elixirs. Elixirs? Sure. The lady walks alongside creeping vines and silent trunks as she combs her memory. I suppose it was a matter of patience. There aren't many willing to wait around for a plant to grow. That's part of why, even when trade reached those islands, Compassar never made its way beyond them.
And
I'm afraid that plants like people have homelands. Compassar cannot thrive anywhere else. The answer strikes Barcarolle with all the force of a broken string in the middle of a performance, and carries with it the very same hot panic. You mean there's no way at all? I don't know much about plants, but what if I'm very careful? Like, incredibly super careful. Wow, oh my god, she's so... Oh, my beautiful baby daughter. Precious angel baby. Guys, I'm going to cry. Oh! Oh my god. Even if I might only grow one. Plants are much pickier than you might imagine. Perhaps you might plant it here, yes, but whatever grows from those seeds would no longer be Compassar. You mean it'd just be normal grass?
yes.
The people of Nukuteal know their soil. They grow their Compassar in ways passed down through generations. It's more than just grass. It's an integral part of their culture. And culture cannot be so easily transplanted. But what about Fatutu? She used the last Compassar to make those sea mother's eyes. It's my fault. A quiet sigh. You came here for your friend. I wanted to help her, but everything seemed more simple in my head. Your friend already came to see me earlier. Oh.
Yes.
She knew the nature of Compassar. She knew what would happen when it left the island. Still, she asked me whether there was any magic that could keep Compassar alive outside its home. It was a simple, beautiful wish. One heartbreaking to answer.
I understand.
She thought I might be like a druid from a story she read, one who could do anything. She placed her hopes in me. If we were truly inside a story, I would rewrite this chapter for her. But the story of nature can only be written by nature itself. Thank you, Miss Juvis. A vine curls up to her shoulder, its open leaves brushing her cheek. A small tree planted nearby, stirred awake by arcane skill, gently offers its presence. This is a lumen tree. Its leaves and buds can glow. Break off a twig and place it in water. It will grow roots. Once the roots clump, plant them in soil, and the branch will grow back into a tree. Perhaps it will help you light up the night. Oh my god! I missed her like little smiling sprite. Oh my god, I love her. She's so... Oh my god, I missed her so bad. I missed her so bad. Juvis, please. Please, one chance is all I ask. Please! The water in the vase gently ripples as the lumen branch sways. Following guidance from her nature-loving friend, she trims the branch at a slanted angle, finds a slender-necked vase tucked away in the corner, and fills it with clear water. Sure enough, it begins to glow, lighting up a small corner of the room. The event is drawing near. She intends to bring this glowing branch in with her today, hoping it will soothe the ripples in Fatutu's heart.
Fantastico.
Maybe this means we won't need to use as much of their compassar. Fatutu. Fatutu? The room where they were making Sea Mother's eyes together is empty now. All the Sea Mother's eyes have been completed, neatly lined up against the wall. The palm bark shells are finely woven, carefully crafted, decorated with white seashells and seamlessly merged with the compassar roots. She finished them already. Did she even sleep? Where did she go? She rushes out from the room like a stirring wind.
Huh?
Miss Barcarola? I can't find Fatutu. Miss Fatutu? We promised to make the Sea Mother's eyes together, but she finished all of them during the night, and now she's gone. Sonetto frowns, thinking.
I'm clear.
Today's the Suitcase Trade Fair. There'll be more people around than usual. Let's split up and ask around, see if anyone's seen her. Great. Her skirt flutters behind her as she dashes off in search of her friend. An open-air campsite is starting to take shape into the impromptu Suitcase Trade Fair. Half-open crates, rolled-up clothes, signs, standing lamps, little tents. Barcarola weaves through the scattered clutter as Fatutu's name lies coiled on her tongue. So long as Fatutu can hear me, she won't just stay quiet. She inhales deeply, building up a voice that could rival any instrument, just about to shout when a hand taps her on the shoulder. Miss Barcarola. Oh my god, she coughed and I really needed to cough as well. So, win-win. Also, let me take another sip of water. Because I really choked just now. Oh my god. The gasp of air chokes her all at once, and she's left coughing uncontrollably. The culprit gently pats her, waiting for the coughing to settle.
Well,
We found Fatutu. Is she alright? Is she safe? I think she needs a little time to herself. Sonetto and I chose not to disturb her. She'll reach out again when the time is right. Bro, I just arrived and you're dying. Yeah, actually, what did that feel like? What did that feel like? Faced with a calm and direct question, Barcarola allows herself to slip into memory. She remembers when she chose to leave, standing in the plaza of Cremona, looking out toward the river, picturing the open sea beyond. A white dove took flight, skimming past rooftops. By the time it flapped again, she felt she was already aboard. Wind in her hair, heart soaring. She had never imagined someone would ask her this. Perhaps to everyone else, the answer seemed obvious. A daring musician who sailed the waves should be fearless. But her friend is from a world so different from her own. The answer she gives must feel just as strange. She hesitates. The moment hangs like the seconds before a symphony. It was what I wanted. I felt happy. In Cremona, all anyone could ever talk about was play the violin. Talk about and play was the violin. Oh my god, someone's calling me again! Wait a second. my god! Wait a second, I will be back. Oh my god, someone's calling me again! I'll be back soon. I'll be back soon. Holy shit, today really hasn't been my day. Hopefully, we'll be able to finish this without any bumps along the road. I wanted to go everywhere, to find every instrument in the world, to hear them, to play them. That was my dream, and it still is. I think home means something different to everyone. Cremona means something else to me now than it did then. I do miss it sometimes. You could say it was only after leaving Cremona that I came to miss it at all. Fatutus links her head into her shoulders. Her shells are clinking between her fingers. You're right. We lived on our island, knowing nothing of the world beyond. And because of that, we never wondered what the outside was like. We were content with what was in front of us. The Nukutai don't stay away from home for long. We only ever set one course. Maybe it does mean something different. For us, it was the thing we were most afraid of losing, afraid of drifting away from it, never to see it again. When the island sank, we felt we had to trust, but we trusted the wrong people, and we lost our way. I started doubting things the moment I stepped on that ship. I remember you were already starting to think that maybe the outside world wasn't as scary as they said. She nods almost. I saw how the crew would cry out to one another, their faces so full of joy, like how Nukutai smile after the trade season. I saw that girl, the other musical girl from the suitcase. She had her own ship. She stood there so proud, so striking. Oh my god! Why do I keep disconnecting? And then I saw you, Berkurula. Ah! Yuri! People boarded the Free Breeze from all over the world, and they'd all stop to listen to your music. Her words ring with so much sincerity that the musician can't quite bring herself to face her friend. Fatutu looks out over the lake, in a stare that feels calm but tangled, like a knotted rope that's come loose, only to twist again. Then I thought, if this world is really so full of hate and despair, why is everyone here so happy? And if we were wrong, and the world wasn't cruel, why did it swallow our island whole? I don't think it was anyone's fault. We lived through a storm the likes no one's ever seen. A storm that dragged nearly everyone into the depths, without mercy. When I first left, all I really wanted was to see what instruments people in other lands played and what kind of music they made. But before I could even find those instruments, I saw the passengers instead, and I saw that they were happy. Also, wait a second, I just got a message that apparently the stream is really lagging. Wait a second, guys. I'm gonna check. Well, I don't think it's lagging. I checked it on my Pahony, and it's not really lagging. So maybe that was like a false alarm. Teehee. Also, did I read this? But before I could even find those instruments, I saw the passengers instead, and I saw that they were happy. I also noticed that so often their first requests were to ask me to play something from their homeland. Sometimes it brought them comfort, sometimes it didn't. She remembers those passengers, caught in moments of joy, followed by long, aching silences. I realized then that there is no one in the world who is truly happy all the time. We all carry a little regret and a little sadness inside of us. You're right. That's something you understand once you've set sail beyond your own shores. Even so, knowing all this, we paid too high a price. She lifts her shell necklace, each piece a different shape, worn smooth by time. In Nukuteao, when you trust someone, you carefully pick out the shell, polish it with care, and add it to their necklace. You can tell who is the most loved by who has the longest necklace. It would trail to their ankles, then wrap around their neck, once, twice, 3 times over. She has one of those long shell necklaces, a symbol of the trust from the Nukutai. I always dreamed of having the longest necklace. And we'd always be in Nukuteao with my brother, Toa and Saloni. We'd always be there together. She holds her head steady, as if trying to keep her gaze from falling into the deep water ahead. Until at last she can't carry the weight anymore. She folds at the waist, falling like a wilting leaf. She buries her face in her hands and trembles. Tears stream out through her fingers, falling one by one into the lake. It becomes a deep and sorrowful sob. I always feared what my brother told me, that if we stayed away from home too long, the shells would crack and never be whole again. He's gone now. Towa's gone. We left Nukuteao, and these shells, they're still whole. Kamuta, brother, I wish more than anything that what you said was true. I really, really do wish it were. The suitcase trade fair. Home is near.
Timekeeper?
Are these all the things you plan to trade at the trade fair?
Yes.
These were the only books I could find that were still in decent shape. Advanced clock repair, the beauty of poetic cadence, mastering the art of communication. Snetto glances over the titles, a flicker of surprise in her eyes. Have you read all of these, Timekeeper?
Correct.
I've finished them. Snetto flips through the books. The pages are crisp, clearly read but well preserved, almost new. What are you holding up there, Snetto? Oh, just some college journals. I decorated the covers. Ah, oh my god, that is so cute! My baby daughter. She seems unsure of how to explain her creations, opening the covers, closing them again, then opening them once more. You can paste anything on the blank pages inside. There are no rules.
I see.
I remember you used to make these back in school. That's so cute! I'm going to cry. Yes, Timekeeper. It's a habit of mine. So Netto looks like that? Bro, I'm going to kill you! I'm sorry, I don't know what came over me. But that is my baby daughter. Do not say anything about her. I'm a girl mom, okay? It's like I'm the girl equivalent of boy moms. Do not ever say anything negative about my daughters, or I am going to either kill you, or kill myself, okay?
I look forward to it.
Do not play about Sonero with me, okay? Oh my god, I almost went into debt to buy a Sonero Nendoroid, okay? Don't play with me. I'm sure someone at the trade fair will like them. I hope so. I would like them, okay? I would like anything my baby daughter, beautiful baby. Timekeeper, Miss Barcarola preparing some things to This is all thing. What does she mean? Also, what does she mean? Also, my Typhon charm. It has to hang right in the center. Like little Typhon will bring me tons of customers. Miss Sotheby, please keep a close eye on your belongings. Woo! Queen! Diva! 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 Oh my god. My dear alchemist, you simply must take a look at these newly bred critters. Intelligent, docile, and perfect for potion testing. Oh my god, I need to tell. Oh my god, my girlfriend is gonna flip when I say that, oh my god, both Sotheby and Nubabel showed up here. She is gonna flip! Oh darling, don't worry. Today's tradition, I wouldn't dream of going all out. A lively voice calls out from the side. The guy. Okay. About him. Not to be that guy, but there are some random mascots like the stream is getting chopped up. So conversion lenses. Cash accepted as well as trades for worthy inventions. The crowd swells, the place is buzzing. The first ever suitcase trade fair officially begins. A gentle melody flows through the air, opening the day's celebration. Crackling box. Some stop to listen, others pass by, some hesitate. As dusk settles, Sea Mother's eyes pass from hand to hand, lighting every corner of their outdoor site. Wherever the musician plays, the light burns a little brighter. A lemon branch, newly sprouted and finding its roots, stands in a slender-necked vase. Two Sea Mother's eyes, carved with musical motifs, lie near it with special decorations. 3 little Typhon lanterns, traded between Sotheby and Fatutu, sway gently with the music. Besides... Lucy! Oh my god! My Lucy oomph is gonna flip! Wait a second, I need to send them a picture right now. Right now. Wait a second. Oh my god, they sent me a DM. But... oh my god, wait a second, I'm gonna take a picture. Lucy! Okay, now we're back. In bartering, where value is judged on the spot, estimations of a trade's final worth must be assessed through future use. Number of items requiring high power output 0. Internal suitcase power supply usage 20%. Ranking low.
Perhaps.
Consider your energy use here adequately compensated. Thank you for your generosity, Madam Lucy. Don't sweat it. Before midnight, everything the Nukutai had brought to trade is gone. Miss Fatutu. Timekeeper, we're all out of things to trade. Are those what you got from the fair? She sees a few books neatly tucked at Timekeeper's side. Just the ones that didn't get traded.
Oh,
I see. Timekeeper, I saved the shell necklace for you. That's so cute. A necklace strung with shells, a dazzling array of shapes and colors, delicate and distinct. This one follows the traditional Nukuteao style more closely. Timekeeper, all of us are truly grateful to you and the Foundation for letting us stay here. For Fatutu and all of us to have a new home, we're so thankful. Yes, those complicated forms, we never could have filled them out and without your help. Especially that library registration. Of course, are any of you interested in these books? The islanders squint at the titles, trading thoughts and guesses about their meanings. Clock repair. Ah, for the machine they use to tell time. Fatutu steps closer, a question shining in her eyes. Timekeeper, I've been meaning to ask you something. A long time ago, my brother told me that if a Nukutai were ever to leave their home, their shell would crack. She runs her fingers along her necklace. Each shell remains intact and unbroken. I never quite understood if he meant it. We never ventured far enough to see. She passes the necklace to Timekeeper. Even under the night sky, it gleams under the Sea Mother's eyes. A quiet, distant power still flows within, tracing every line, gliding through its grooves. I can feel it. Could it be that your brother was right? It's just that you never left your home. That's why it's still home. The island girl doesn't seem to have a reply or reaction ready, until a Nukutai voice calls her name. Fatutu, Timekeeper, we've decided. We're keeping this one, mastering the art of communication. They walk over to Fatutu, wearing smiles that are as familiar to her as the grooves of her shells. She's seen them by the bonfire, on the beach, opened wide in song, and riding the ocean wind, they always knew they could go home. Because it was always beneath their feet, behind them, or just ahead. Could it be? That's wonderful. Yay! Oh my god. And I think this is the last one. The next one. A new home. The sea breeze still. Whoa! Title drop. Hell yeah. They said the thing, guys.
Oh,
Saloni, did you finish your book? I did, but I didn't understand most of it. It says when facing different people, you use different greetings and even different smiles.
but
I get the greeting part, but I guess I've never noticed how smiles can be different. The book says, lift your eyebrows, then curl your lips up, like this. She lifts the corners of her mouth with her fingers, trying to mimic the motion. Then drops her hands and laughs.
You mean
I get it. Remember how brother used to laugh like that when he had just caught a fish? Or when we was climbing trees for fruit and fell out? That was another laugh, all wobbly and silly. It did seem to help the pain. Maybe we need to learn this silly kind of laugh to feel better? All we really need to do is learn to laugh again. Like this? She lets out a bold, familiar laugh. Sounds just like the old days. No one needs to teach us how to laugh. Exactly. The Nukutai people have always known how. The calm lake ripples with the sound of laughter. Holy truth, Nuke! Oh my god, this anecdote was so good.
When the first proverb appears on the shell, we reach the shores of elsewhere. The island, the upturned palm of Mother Sea.
The once drifting boat now beds itself in the golden sand.
When the second proverb appears on the shell, we kindle the fire, the crackling warmth, the spark of hope.
The joyful people are long blessed as one.
appears on the shell. We accept the sea's gift. The rolling waves, the plentiful fish.
The cool sea breeze cradles us. For Tutu, I'm heading back to the library. I'm going to start a new book. I'll tell you about it next time.
Oh,
That clock repair book was interesting after all. We're going to try our hands at it. Took us all day to read one page.
that's awesome.
What a project. The people of Nukateao head off again, busy with their new lives. Fatutu remains behind, facing out at the water of the lake. Her hand reaches for her chest, to a shell necklace that holds new pieces. Oh, that is so cute! I'm going to die! A music note pin dancing between waves. A miniature vintage record. A college stamp showing the Four Seasons. A delicate silver pocket watch on a single chain. Together, they form part of a brand new necklace. The island girl closes her eyes, wondering where the wind might carry her, and softly hums a tune. Swept into the tides, scattered by the wind, gone into the mist. Oh my god, I love this callback to the first stage. The shell's warning keeps me on course. Its grooves show me the path. I have returned. That's the length of my reverse streams. But yeah, I am probably going to eat something now because I'm really hungry. And yeah, I was thinking next stream maybe we do something a little more chill. I've been wanting to revisit some movies. Specifically, maybe you guys will know this if you've seen my straw page on the favorite girlies section. But I'm really into My Little Pony Equestria Girls. Perhaps we could watch it next stream, like the first 3 movies. I'm not gonna watch Legend of Everfree because it kind of sucks. But yeah, that's it. I'll sort out my schedule for next week and we'll go from there. But for now, I'll be going now and I'm going to eat something because I'm really hungry again.